Hi ladies, it's Karen. Not had much time to work on a lot of things lately, so I've not been posting really anything. These are two canvases that I'm doing. This is Jackson and this is Chipper. And these two poodles belong to my vet. Chipper belongs to Dr. Jack and his assistant, which is his daughter. Jackson belongs to her. And they go every week to have their hair and nails done. That is why Jackson is in red, because she has his nails done and a little bow most of the time sits in his hair, which is usually for the biggest part red. And I just get so tickled when I see red nails on him. I love Jackson. Chipper, he's a little leery of me for some reason. I'm not sure. But Dr. Jack has a little bed for him, and he'll lay right there when he's doing surgeries and stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that he is Dr. Jack's dog. So, anyway, this is 6x6 canvas, and I gessoed them, and then I painted them with this metallic folk art. And I have to tell you, I was disappointed with this metallic paint. It took 3 coats to do the blue, and it took a good 2 coats, and that second coat I was putting on a little bit thicker to do the red. So for a metallic paint, and it says great coverage on the back of it. Let me see, superior coverage is what it says. I mean, I was really surprised that I had to do the blue 3 times. So I need to look for a better paint with this kind of effect. That's just all there's to it. So, because, they charge more, it should do better. Which, I mean, it's not that expensive of a bottle, but, I mean, I really thought it would just do better. So, not happy with that. And I don't know if you can see. Can you see my new glue gun, ladies? My man got me this for my birthday. Is that not nice? It's a very nice gun. Very nice gun. Made by Surebonder. I love it. It gets really hot and everything. And the glue, I was having problems with them cheap ones. I was getting burnt constantly with them to begin with. But some of my flowers, my homemade flowers, the glue would dry on the paper. You couldn't pull it off. It just ruined my flowers. This, if you let it sit, it just comes right off of everything. So yeah, I love it. And I love that he got it for me for my birthday. And I used the Surebonder sticks. So, like this. So it's really nice. I mean, it feels good in your hand and stuff. So, I cut them down. And then I edged it with my walnut stain. And this is one of my filigrees. You'll remember me showing it to you. It's copper on the back. I just took some Studio G white, I guess is what it is, and just put it on there, and then took a paper towel and rubbed some of it off to make it look more shabby. So we're gonna glue these down, and that'll be it. I Mod Podged on the back of the images and stuck them to the canvas. That seems to be working well. On Jackson, I Mod Podged some lace down on him, and I just did the bottom part so it'll stay, and then I put some little blings on there, but it looks like most of them are going to be hidden because I am going to put the roses on. And Jacqueline, she doesn't I don't think she's a big lace lover, so I didn't want to put a bunch of lace on Jackson's, but I had to do a little, so I cut a piece of one of my laces apart, and that'll go on top of there, and then I'll put this little apple blossom on top of that. So let's get this done so I can get going. Let's take these off. I'm going to glue this down first. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to say about this glue gun. Look at this. See that? When you turn your this glue gun on, it will eject the old glue. that's in the nozzle, because Joe got me different nozzles and this is a longer one. It will eject the old glue that dried in there when the last time you used it. I think that's great. So well, hopefully that's going to stay down. So Joe and I are in the middle of trying to buy a house. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, but it'll be our first home. And I am very excited, but you guys know how that goes. You know, anything can happen to the last minute. I'm not going to feel safe about anything until we have the keys and are actually moving stuff in the house. That's how I feel about it. So, but I'm hoping, and it's nothing fancy. It's out in the country. It's by the river. You know, there's a dock down there at that river, so we have easy access with our boat and everything. Don't have to pull a long way. Is a 2-bedroom. The yard's already laid out very, very nice. Has a nice weeping willow in it. Well, I can't say nice. It has an old weeping willow in it, so I'm afraid that'll have to go because it's big and it's leaning and it is dying. I mean, poor girl, she's past her prime. I know how that feels some days. But I will deny that one to the end if you tell anybody. Yeah. Just touch the tip of that hot gun, Karen. Touch it. So, I've been busy running around doing that. There's a lot to buy in a house. I mean, this is our first one. I mean, I basically had no clue. Really did not. Really wasn't. And nerves. You talk about nerves. Oh my goodness. I have a bad case of the nerves right now. I'm still going up to the vets, which I didn't hardly get to do this week, but I managed to get there. Running around trying to get other things done and settled. I just feel like I've been running all week. Okay. Jackson, my darling, you are done. Jackson's such a sweet dog. You go in the back and he's right there. He hears that door, boy. Here he comes, just a running. He wants to meet everybody at the door. Are you guys still with me? So, I mailed Amanda's surprise off. And I mailed it off the day after Becky did. Aunt Bex, I think, is her handle on YouTube. Mine still is not there. It still has not arrived. And Becky's got there several days ago. So, needless to say, ooh, glue, glue, glue. You know, I'm a nervous wreck because Becky's got there and, oh, look, I forgot about that. I was going to try and give Chip some bling, but it's too small and it doesn't look right. So that's coming off and the roses are going on. So, it'll be easier to do it with my finger, yep. If that peels that paint off, I will be upset. Becky's got there and her box was, I mean, it just looked like someone sat right on top of it. You know, it was crushed open is what it was. Look, that's already dried. So, and mine's not there yet, so yeah, I'm really nervous about that. Really, really nervous. What? 10 minutes, okay. Really nervous about, I just wish it would get to D. Otherwise, Amanda's going to have to ship me over a truckload of Valium, because my nerves will be shot. Because that is my first, I don't know if you want to call it a challenge, or I'm not sure if it's like a Happy Mail, I don't know, but, you know, because I don't care about entering anything. I just did it for Amanda. I think she's wonderful. But her prize needs to get there now. So, I did all that. Okay, guys, what do you think? There's the chipster. And there, well, let's maybe chip so I don't get whack no flowers off. And there's Jackson's. Think it looks good enough to give away? Anyway, this is my project that I've done a couple weeks since Amanda's, so hope everyone has a good weekend. I'm fixing to go yard sale. Bye, guys.